If you're like me and you're a patriot for this country, there's a few questions that you might want to ask yourself about current events. Current events pertaining to, you guessed it, Chris Kyle, a former highly decorated Navy SEAL sniper who killed over 150 individuals who were claimed terrorists in Iraq. Um, he was basically it. He was one of the top military men, I guess you can say, of our decade. Why is it that this individual, before, of course, him being murdered, why did he begin to attack Jesse Ventura, another decorated Navy SEAL, very outspoken about our rights, our Constitution, our amendment, you name it? Why did he say he knocked this man out in a Texas Navy SEAL bar when he didn't? And then after that, how is it that he was murdered by a former veteran of the Iraq War, a former Marine? He was killed by this man for trying to help him through his post-traumatic stress. Now, something you need to understand is you can look this up. There are many videos of Marines, United States Marines, who served with this individual who say they don't understand how exactly he acquired post-traumatic stress when he never saw frontline. He never saw any form of harsh battle in Iraq. What was he suffering from? He wasn't a medic either in the military. What was he suffering from? But yet this individual shot and killed Chris Kyle and a friend in Texas at their house. I believe it's Chris Kyle's house or maybe the Marine's house. Has anyone asked themselves the questions? Well, has anybody done any research, rather, into all of the conspiracy that Chris Kyle was involved in before his murder? It's not just me. It's not Alex Jones. It's not conspiracy theorists. It's fact, people, that Chris Kyle was involved in some very, very shady things before he was murdered. The most shadiest was him claiming that he knocked out Jesse Ventura. Jesse Ventura, just before all of this, was really outspoken about what is going on in this country, how our rights are being taken away, etc. Chris Kyle comes along, claims that he punched Jesse Ventura out. Jesse Ventura pulls a wild card. He decides that, well, considering that Chris Kyle basically admitted that he had committed a crime, he's going to take this man to court and he's going to prosecute him for whatever crimes he had claimed he committed. Chris Kyle, that is. This case was thrown out of court. Nobody heard anything about exactly what happened with this case. A couple months after this case is thrown out of court, Chris Kyle is gunned down by a Marine who allegedly had post-traumatic stress syndrome. There's a lot going on with this, folks, okay? Because this case, the Chris Kyle case, Chris Kyle being gunned down by a former Marine veteran, is basically being used as the catalyst for taking away guns from veterans. So, does anybody else see what's going on here? Does anybody else notice the strange coincidences, I guess you can say? I'm not crazy. I just simply do research, I look at the facts, and I come up with my opinion. And then I like to present it to you. The reason why I'm making these videos now is because people make videos of the dumbest shit today, but yet I rarely see intelligent individuals, and I know there's many of you out there, that don't make any videos about the truth. I personally believe that Chris Kyle, while he is an extremely dedicated Navy SEAL, this man was he's a patsy. He was set up and he's been done major injustice. If this man was brought back to life today, I'm sure he would have many interesting stories to tell you. It's up to us to defend these individuals, to defend our military when they are abroad fighting for us. While we are home, we have to fight for these individuals' rights. We have to fight for their word, and we have to make sure that they do not become patsies like Lee Harvey Oswald during the JFK assassination. It's extremely important. These young men and women go and fight for our country, and they rely on the fact that the people who they are fighting for will defend them, will stick up for them, and make sure that they do not become patsies or bargaining chips or whatever you may call that the media uses them for their agenda. It's up to us, the American people. What are you going to do for these individuals? The writing is on the wall. They're coming for our guns. They're coming for veterans' guns. They're coming for the weakest of individuals, rapists, veterans with disabilities, physical and mental. What are you going to do about this, American people? It's up to you. Thank you for your time.